Hi guys, my name is Luke Davison. Today I'm going to be talking you through the AEC Collection, some of the different products within it and how they work collaboratively with each other. Most of this is going to be from sort of an architect's perspective or from an architectural practices perspective as well. So I'm just going to move straight into it. On this first slide here, you'll actually see an overview of some of the different products that we'll have within the AEC Collection. It's quite common that companies and people will be using AutoCAD and Revit quite heavily, but you can see here within the red box that there is different products available within that collection. I'm going to talk you through what some of them do here. There is some other ones that aren't listed there as well. So I'm going to start off with Formit Pro. Formit Pro is a conceptual design software. It allows you to get your ideas not effectively onto paper, but not onto paper, onto the computer. Because every project begins with a sketch and it just starts that sketch digitally. It ties into Revit. You can have multiple people working on this at once, and it allows you to do some basic analysis before you even begin modeling or getting your teeth into the proper modeling. It works in a similar way to SketchUp with like a push-pull system, and it actually comes into Revit as a mass model, which means that you can apply walls, floors, faces, materials, whatever you want to those different surfaces. It really gets you a head start in modeling. You can see here you can also sort of bring in some site information, get an idea of what it's going to look like at the start of the project. Moving on to Recap Pro then. Recap essentially stands for reality capture. What it does is incorporates the best of photo and laser capture data to help you create 3D models. So you can see there on the left hand side there's a point cloud model and how that's been brought into Revit. There's automatic buttons already built into Revit. If you go to the insert tab at the top, you can just click insert point cloud and it'll allow you to bring a recap file in. After that, you can actually pick those individual points references again to draw along them using walls, floors, whatever's necessary. It's mostly used in the sort of survey part of the project. It just allows you to have full confidence in that survey, especially if you're using laser scan data. You just know that that survey is 100% correct. That know when you go on site, then there's not going to be hopefully any surprises for you. So you can see here on the screen that's actually what Recap looks like in the software. You see you can navigate around the model very similarly to the same way as Revit. You can also draw boxes and highlight certain selections in there. You can name certain regions, add certain colors, etc. There's different tools that you can use in there. But this is the same model that's been brought into Revit, and you can see if you go to pick a wall, you can actually just snap on, so you can just snap onto that corner. And you can snap on to the different points around the model. So moving on then again to Autodesk Insight. Insight empowers architects to design more energy efficient buildings, and it does this by allowing you to carry out energy, lighting and solar analysis. And by solar I mean sort of like solar gains that you're going to get in the building throughout the year. You can see here it ties in really well with Revit. And in fact, it actually provides real-time feedback from your Revit model. So as you update it, your Insight energy analysis is going to update in real time alongside it. So again, there's just another short video here. You can see this energy optimization panel at the top, and it's going to open Insight for us here, and we're going to have a look at this current model. So you can see once you're in here, it creates an energy model for you with a color scheme relating to different types of analysis, and you're going to have this set up whatever way works best for you and your project and your clients. The same goes with these different bits of information down at the bottom. This is clearly US dollars and stuff like that. You're going to set it to whatever is most relevant for you and it can actually be different tests and analysis there. It doesn't have to be those ones that are on there already. Noviceworks then. So Noviceworks is used to complement 3D design packages. We're looking specifically at Noviceworks Manage and some of the tools and commands you can do in there, but there is also a Noviceworks Freedom, and what Noviceworks Freedom is actually just a viewer. So it allows you to open up different file types and stuff like that, but you can't actually do anything in it. But sticking with Manage at the minute, you can see again here, it ties directly into Revit basically. It accepts not just Revit files, but almost any type of file. And what it's used is really to coordinate the different disciplines, the different models all together into one file and one project. Not only does that allow you to bring in different types of files and amalgamate them together, but you can actually carry out clash detection tests. So you can see here on the screen the clash detective is open, and there's a list of, you can see 22 clashes there. Some of these clashes, you may run these tests and get loads of clashes, but you'll realize as you work through them, a lot of them might be things that you maybe don't want to worry too much about. But a lot of the time you will find mistakes and accidents where different disciplines have maybe modeled elements that intersect each other or cross over each other, or that's going to cause you an issue on site once you go to actually start constructing the building. And you can work your way through these clashes early, get them out of the way. You're going to save time and money out on site. You can see there's different types of analysis here, and you can also do an animation as well. So this is just a screenshot from an animation of a crane that just allows the user to see whether the crane that's on site is actually going to be able to maneuver. It's not obstructed in any way. It's going to be able to move the required loads from one position to another. So you can also do things like that, really just to double check everything and do some final analysis before you jump onto the site. So on to Dynamo then. Dynamo is a visual programming tool, and rather than write the code, what you actually do is you interact with these nodes that you can see on the screen, and you draw connections between them. So there's already a library of nodes available, but you can download extra libraries or create your own libraries if you know how to code as well. So this is highly customizable. And what this does is it can allow you to automate repetitive tasks. For example, is creating and naming sheets. You can create a Dynamo script that might run and do 100 sheets, 200 sheets for you if you know that they're going to have the same naming convention, they're going to have the same views, or they're going to have the same setup in each one of them. You can do it. You can really save a lot of time with that. You can also use it to extract information or to try out different, say you want to try out different truss methods, see which one's going to get you the most support, etc. Try out different design options. Finally, here we're going to have a wee look at 3ds Max. This is just a screenshot that shows that you can take your views from Revit or one of the other softwares and actually just bring them into 3ds Max and make them photorealistic renders. The main thing about this is just the Revit interoperability. It's so quick and easy. You can just take these views, these camera views or elevations, and bring them in here and really sharpen them up. That's everything for me. Thanks for watching.